down a bit. There's an announcement I like to read now. Wait, how am I supposed to pronounce this?
Fight! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Fight for Truth. And you know me, I'm your host, Mr. Nobody. And before we get started, you already know we have to give all honor, glory, and praise to the Creator, the Most High. Today's topic is, so you think it's sweet. To everybody that's out there doing their thing, you know, living life, going to NBA games, NFL games, kickbacks, parties, over to your people's houses, you know, just living life thinking that's, you know, it's sweet, right? You think your government, you know, is not plotting against you. I mean, you might think that, and you probably don't want to think that your government is plotting against you. It might look sweet, you know, because they have opened up everything. They have opened up, you know, they reopened everything since the last shutdown. But I'm here to say that another shutdown, the last shutdown is almost here. They're just waiting on the right event to lock everything down. But while they're planning, you know, for that, they got us distracted with who's sleeping with who. You know, as far as this Lil Baby, Saweetie, Quavo situation. You know, as soon as I saw it, I was like, who gives you know, about who's sleeping with who? What celebrity sleeping with that celebrity? You know, I mean, has that become the topic of our conversations? About who's sticking their penis in, you know, who, you know what I mean, that person's vagina? You know, what these people do in their bedrooms has become the topic of our conversations. And they're doing that to be, you know, distract us from seeing that it's a new form of COVID that I just recently found out about. It's a new form of COVID. And the world is, you know, looking at Lil Baby and Saweetie and Quavo, you know, wondering what they're doing in their bedroom while they're regularly coming out with, you know, new forms of COVID. And the new form is Omicron. I hope I'm saying it right. Omicron, something like that. But anyway, that's the new form. And they say it's over there in Southern Africa. You know, peace and blessings to each and every one of y'all that support me over there. And I hope that you don't become a victim. You know, and it's like while we're watching what the left hand is doing, the right hand is, you know, coming up with new strands of COVID. You know, they're planning for the last shutdown. You know, they're doing so many other things besides what they're showing us, you know, for us in the celebrity media. And that's all people really that's all people really worried about. They're worried about, you know, what their celebrity is doing. You know, who they're sleeping with. You know, when they're going to have a baby, and is the baby going to be cute? You know, just all this crap. But all of that stuff that people is worried about is not going to help them in their real life. You know, if that baby's cute, I mean, is they going to help you on your light bill? You know, is they going to help you feed your kids? You know, it's like people are worried about the wrong things. You know, when these people are coming out with new forms of diseases, you know, it's like the worst one was already quote unquote bad, you know. But now they're coming out with new forms that's going to be worse than the previous one, in my personal opinion. You know, and it's sad that the majority of people, you know, it's like they really want to just look only at their left hand, you know, as far as the celebrity and, you know, what they're doing and what they're not doing, and instead of worrying about what your politicians is talking about, you know, preparing for the next move, you know, preparing to leave the city, you know. But truth be told, a lot of people, they don't want to believe that this place is coming to an end. And it is. It has. Because they have changed laws since the last shutdown. So it's a new way of living. It's a new way of, you know, doing things. It's the new world order that's slowly being implemented, and it's already here for the most part, but they're just rolling out the rest of the carpet, you know. And it's going to tie in with the last shutdown, you know. They're just waiting on the right event, you know. It's like they have us bombarded with so much death, you know, and just, I'm gonna call it what it is, just crap news, like as far as the celebrities and who died and this and that. I mean, tell us the real news. Tell us about the laws that you're passing, you know, that's gonna affect me, the real person, in my real life, you know. But like I said, they want to keep us, you know, talking about, like I said, I hate to keep saying it because it's so, I see it becoming, you know, a topic of conversation. You know, what people do in their bedrooms is going to become, you know, dinner conversation for some people. I hate to say it, but sad as it is, it's very true. You know, but people think it's sweet. You know, it's like, as far as the last shutdown, you know, as far as the NBA games and just being able to go out in public, you know, as far as anything that you did, as far as a gathering, you had to wear a mask. And, you know, as far as this last shutdown, I believe that if we ever come out of it, you're going to have to show proof of vaccination before you can buy gas or buy your favorite cigars to roll up your weed, you know, before you can do anything or buy or sell anything, you're going to have to show proof of vaccination, you know, before you even enter certain stores. I believe they're going to have a light to detect whether you're you know, vaccinated or not. You know, these are just my thoughts, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. But I see the last shutdown, you know, coming. You know, I don't know if people are prepared for it, or even if they're even worried about it. You know, it's because since the last shutdown, people, you know, they were so worried about going back to normal, you know, just going back to just going outside, going over their friends' houses, you know, going anywhere without restrictions. But All good things must come to an end. But they're only doing this, just to see how many people, it's like a test, of lab rats. And we're the lab rats, as far as like who's going to obey and who's going to disobey, and don't think these people are fools. These people have surveillance set up everywhere, so they know who's doing what, and they're reading our messages. Let's not forget about that part. While people are out there selling drugs and this and that, don't think your government has forgotten about you. Don't think that they have forgotten about you. They're just waiting on the right event to implement these new laws that they have just recently passed. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have to embrace for the last shutdown. Prepare yourselves physically, spiritually, and mentally. You're going to need all three of those components to weather this upcoming storm. Prepare yourselves. Until the next time, like always, we're going to continue to fight for the truth or die for a lie. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, please tone it down a bit. There's an announcement I'd like to read now. Wait, how am I supposed to pronounce this?